Hello everybody and welcome back to another studio vlog. I look a bit a mess. My hair is purple now, but I was thinking that I needed to put makeup on and do my eyelashes because I've done that in the last couple clips that I filmed for my previous videos. I've put all my makeup on and made myself look very presentable, but that's fine and that's good because it makes me feel pretty, but I also don't want to have to do that all the time, and I don't think it's necessarily the best habit to get into because I think that I am still pretty without makeup on. And yeah, I also just, I still have some spots and some texture and whatever, but I want to be able to show this part of myself as well on camera. So here I am. I'm dressed kind of like a very comfy potato today. But yeah, we're gonna dive into another studio vlog. I've already done some exciting things and filmed it, and I can't wait to show you. I have paint on my finger because I've been doing some painting. I'm gonna show you all that I've done. And yeah, it's gonna be a good studio vlog. I'm excited. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the content. We're gonna do a lot of pin making, which is really exciting. If you've been a part of my Patreon or you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen little sneak peeks of this. Actually, I don't even know if I've shown my Instagram. I might have only showed my patrons. But yeah, we're making some clay pins. It's been a lot of fun. I've also been making some prints for my March Patreon Happy Mail, as well as prepping some prints for my shop update because there's going to be a whole bunch of new stuff. I'm going to have all the past Patreon prints that I've made are going to be available in my shop, and all of my previous prints as well are going to be available in sizes 5x7 inches, but then also 8x10 inches. So we're going to have a bigger size, which is so exciting. I'm struggling a little bit this week because I think I have a pinched nerve in my wrist. It feels not great and it's been a little bit painful, especially on Tuesday. I ended up wrapping it in a heat pad and just didn't use it. Pretty much I worked all day and it was really irritating me, and then I wrapped it in a heat pad and I just tried to not use it all evening, which was really hard because I need to do like shop stuff in the evening and drawing and everything, but I just couldn't. So yeah, it's a little bit sore. Even holding the camera, my poor wrist is so sore. So hopefully that gets a little bit better. I'm trying to rest it as much as I can, but also I want to do lots of fun stuff with it. Everything that I do involves using my wrist, so that kind of makes things a little difficult. But anyway, I am rambling on as per usual. I hope you guys enjoy the video and I will touch base with you later. Okay, so one thing I have not really talked about at all on YouTube anyway is that I have been working on 3D modeling some clay cutouts, or cutters I guess you would call them. And basically using my game development knowledge and my 3D modeling skills, I traced some designs that I made in Blender and turned them into little 3D mock-ups. And then my brother, who has a 3D printer, 3D printed them for me. So I'm really excited. I've showed my patrons a lot of this, but I'm going to be turning these into little clay pins. And I also have plans to make clay earrings as well. And I'm so excited. I can't even express how excited I am. It's going to be so fun to like mess around with this new medium. So anyway, this is a strawberry. This is an orange with a little flower on the side and some leaves. This is an apple. This is a flower. And then this is a peach. So yeah, I'm gonna start conditioning my clay and let's make some of these. So here are some of the tools that I've collected over the past couple months for clay pins and keychains and earrings. Actually, I have more stuff for earrings, but I'll show you guys that later. But here's a bunch of tools that I got for my birthday a while back for clay making. These have like little like flexible tips and stuff, so hopefully I can find uses for all these different tools because like holy, there's so many of them. And then I have some liquid sculpty, which I heard is really good for attaching earring backings to clay and also attaching these things. So I ordered just a couple. I think there's 50 or 100 or something in here. And there's just like little pin backs and little rubber holders. And then I also, ooh, that's something ASMR. I also have these keychain things that came with these, what are these called? Eye loops or something? And these things so that you can put keychains on. And then I also got this UV resin. I got this so long ago, my word, so that I can make everything all shiny and make sure everything stays sealed in. And then I also got this pasta maker, and some of my patrons caught on to what I'll be using this for because I did kind of show it off in my previous studio tour, but I'll be using this to kind of condition my clay and make it universal sizes. And then I have this Arctic's gouache kit, and I'm so excited. I've not used this at all yet. There's a bunch of different colors. I'm excited to peel off the tops to all these and use them. They remind me of like little puddings. But yeah, so this is what we got to do some painting. Oh, I love the colors. They look so nice. Anyway, you get the idea. So I have these for painting the pins and some of the earrings. And then I also have a little lump of Sculpey, so this is what I'll be using to make a bunch of stuff. I also have some other like cheaper polymer clay as well that I can probably use up, but I want to make sure that it's good enough quality. And then I also got some Posca pens, which I'm super excited about. So classic me, getting really excited about a project and buying a whole bunch of stuff for it and then waiting months and months and months until I actually do anything with it. But hopefully we can actually make some cool stuff. So let's go. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna like take a section. Ah! Okay. I feel like I need like a wire or something. Oh my gosh, this is really sharp. Okay, that kind of worked. Take off this. I think this is like a palette scraper, but when I push on it, it closes, so that's not super helpful. Do I need to like, how do you do this? I feel so out of my depth here. Can I just literally do this and like it will just go in? It's squishing. How fun. Okay. So I feel like that's a pretty good thickness. I don't know if it expands at all in the oven, but it doesn't need to be like crazy thick or anything. Oh my gosh, that was so satisfying. Voila! How fun! Alright, so this is what I have now. It's just this little thin strip. I might try to rub out some of the imperfections, but ultimately it's quite smooth. I'll probably be sanding them. I think I'm just making it worse actually. But I will probably be sanding this anyway. Yeah, I'm definitely making it worse. Okay, we're just gonna leave it and I'm just gonna make some cutouts and see what happens. And there is my little strawberry pin. And it's thin, so I hope it's not too thin, but I guess we'll see how it bakes. Just kind of smoothing some of the lines. I feel very lucky that my brother has a 3D printer and that I have 3D modeling experience, because I know a lot of artists will hand shape every pin, which I think I would be less inclined to do these if that was the case, just because I know it would take so long. All right, let's do another one. So I just pulled these out of the oven, and I also put little backings on them, and I used the liquid Sculpey to adhere it on, so it should be nice and strong. And they feel pretty durable. They're very light. They're a little scratched right now, but I'm hoping that with painting and everything, it'll be a little less apparent that I suck at using clay. So yeah, but they're so cute. One thing I noticed is they are a little bit like bent. So I'm not sure if that is something to do with how I baked it or if I just like accidentally misshaped them. This one's not too bad. But some of them are like a little bit caved in. Not super noticeably, but yeah. So, but yeah, and then I got these. I've seen other artists do this with their clay pins where they take them and they poke it into one of these so that they can paint it easier. So I'm gonna try that because I think that is super clever. Yeah, so I have 3. I thought I had more, but this is all I got. So I'm excited to paint them. So ignore my printer. I'm just getting some prints made while also trying to get to this painting on the go. This is the situation I kind of have in front of me right now. I have all my gouache paints out and ready to go. I have some parchment paper down. I have all my little pins. They look a little scuffed, so I'm hoping that painting will help. I'm kind of just seeing these as a test anyway, so we'll see how they go. I have 2 things of water. I have a whole bunch of, I got these for my birthday a million years ago, so I hope these will come in handy. They got some nice fine tips. Ooh, if it will focus. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's kind of what we got to work with. I have some ideas in mind for how I want to paint these, so yeah, let's just get into it and see how it goes. Also, it's so nice and sunny outside right now. I love it. So I just printed out my first test of the spring stroll print, and I think it turned out really well. It always makes me happy when the first print is really good. So I'm gonna cut these out and we'll see what they look like. These will be the Patreon prints for this month's Happy Mail, but they will also be available on my shop when I reopen. I'm feeling really happy right now because last night I realized that my Happy Mail tier on Patreon is completely sold out. So thank you if you are one of my Happy Mail patrons, or any of my patrons, to be honest. It makes me so incredibly happy to know that there are so many people who want to support me over there, and yeah, it means the absolute world. It was crazy to see that all 20 slots were completely filled up. And this month the print is called Spring Stroll, and it's just this girl with her horse, and I thought it was really aesthetic and pretty. So that is the print for this month. And then I have to include a sticker, and I have showed an idea to my patrons, but I am not sure if I'm gonna go with that or something else, but I'll figure that out with them. But yeah, so this print, by the time you see this video, I don't think there will be much time left to subscribe. The final day to subscribe will be the very last day of March. And you're probably like, Krista, why are you saying you can subscribe? You just said it was full. But I decided to add 5 more slots. So I was thinking about adding 10 more, but I wasn't sure if I could handle that many. So they probably won't fill anyway, but yeah, there's 5 more slots. So if there is time and you do want to subscribe, you can go do that. And if this video goes up, or you see this video after the end of March, I'll be on to April or whatever month you see this video in, and I'll have more goodies available in my Patreon Happy Meal tier. So definitely check it out because I love my patrons, and making content for them has quite literally gotten me through this pandemic. So if you want to check us out over there, you get access to the whole library of content. So I have a whole bunch of wallpapers, tutorials, I have some business advice, a whole bunch of random behind the scenes and whatever. Also, you can message me. I always respond to my Patreon messages over there and comments and whatnot. So I'm very accessible on Patreon. So yeah, little shameless self promo. But yeah, definitely check it out. Also, I love this print. I'm so happy with how it turned out. Okay, I guess my bed is just my unboxing spot, but I ordered some cool stuff from AliExpress, I think. I'm not even sure when. It was like 2 weeks ago, maybe? So that's pretty quick, but I'm excited to show you. I hope I'm in frame. I literally can't tell. Okay, so I got some plastic sword bins, but they're a little twisted, but they were super cheap. Actually, there's a hole in this one. Oh no. It doesn't really matter though. I wanted them for my drawers on my desk so that I could put stickers in them, because I figured I have so much drawer space in my desk. Like, I literally have so many drawers that are just not being utilized well. And I was kind of thinking it would make sense if I stored my stickers inside the drawers in these little thingies. This one's super warped, so hopefully it will flatten out. And I got a couple more. Ta-da! I think I ordered some other stuff as well. Did I actually order this many of them? I think these are bigger than I was expecting too, which is kind of awesome. And I was just kind of planning on like lining them up together in my drawers and just filling them. But yeah, we'll have to see. They're super warped. How do you fix warped plastic? Maybe if I put in like warm water? I don't know. We'll have to see. They were literally like $1 each, so they were not super expensive. But I figured that they would make a good storage solution, so yeah, here they are up close. They're sock drawers, I believe, sock storage drawers. And they fit in my drawers perfectly, but they're so warped. So if any of you guys have any tips for unwarpening plastic, let me know. Like, this one is like full on twisted. I'm not sure about this. But yeah, I mean, hopefully I can use them for something. So the gouache is like cracking off. And I'm not sure why. I've never used gouache before. Maybe I didn't like mix it properly or something, but it's not looking too good right now. This one seems okay, but even in the white you can see that it's been cracking. And then the apple I thought was fine, but you can see that it's lifting, so I don't know what's going on. What's happening with you, paint? I thought the flower was perfect, and I was like, my pride and joy, and then it flaked here. So I don't know what's going on. But my paint is not sticking. And I sanded them too before painting, so they should have been like pretty rough. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I'll show you guys kind of where I'm at. To be honest, I'm not super happy with how these guys turned out. I have not done traditional painting in a long time, and I feel like it kind of shows. I repainted these like 3 times because the first time I used the gouache and it just started flaking off. You can kind of see on this apple piece, it was flaking off. And so then I ended up repainting it. Oh, and the backs look so bad too. I ended up repainting it with acrylic that I had lying around. But as I was repainting it with acrylic, things were getting really muddy. The colors were mixing together. I think I got them to the best that I could have. I kind of messed up and used the wrong color to make the peach bud crack, but that's okay. I think I'm just going to leave these as a learning experience, and I already put another batch in the oven, so we're going to see how those turn out. I think they're cute, and I think that with a coat of resin over top to make them shiny, they would look a lot more professional. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave these as a learning experience and try on to a next batch. I have some different paint to try, and we'll see how those go. So here are my second attempt pins, and here are the first attempt pins. I'm not sure how well it shows up on camera, but these ones look so much cleaner. I was able to use much thinner layers of paint, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. Like, there's obviously still little messy bits and imperfections, I guess, but I mean, they're handmade, so I think that's pretty understandable. And you know, I think it kind of gives them character. Like, no two will be exactly alike, and I think that is kind of fun and cute. So I'm really happy with how they turned out so far. I'm going to resin them soon as the Posca marker dries, and then we'll see what they look like with the resin on. So yeah, these are what my clay pins are looking like at the moment. They're so shiny. I feel like the resin really does make a huge difference, and I'm so happy with how they're looking. I still am going to do another coat of resin probably. We'll see. But yeah, so it went from one kind of sad failed attempt to a much prettier attempt. Look at that difference. So these I'm so much more happy with. I'm really excited to put those in my shop eventually. It's been really nice to kind of have a little bit of time and not worry about packing orders and just focus on creating new stuff. I mean, in the future, ideally I would have a little bit less contract work so that I would have a little bit more downtime to create while also packing orders, but right now taking this break is what's working for me, so I'm excited to reopen in the future. There was so much more I wanted to show you guys, but I think I probably will have to show you next time because this vlog I feel like is already going to be really long and it's already Monday of the following week, so I should get the next studio vlog started. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the clay pins. Have you made them yourself? Do you want to try making them? And yeah, just let me know. I always love chatting with you guys in the comments. It makes me super happy. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go make some more coffee and get back to work, but I will see you guys next week. Bye! Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff because it makes me super happy. So do it if you want to. Okay, bye!